A man, a vision, a dream. Decades of toil, sweat, and tears. 8th January 1877, the foundation stone, the Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College, the Aligarh Muslim University, a world, a universe unto itself. Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. S.Y. Qureshi Sahab, respected Vice Chancellor, Professor Tariq Mansoor Sahab, dignitaries, esteemed faculty members, distinguished alumni, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. Sir Syed has been described as a thinker, a statesman, an educationist, a social reformer. But the truth is that he was and remains above all classifications or categorizations. He was a versatile genius, a visionary whose life and works are as relevant in the 21st century as they were in the 19th. A man of immense learning, and who by the sheer force of his will changed the destiny of the Muslims of India. On the 201st anniversary of his birth, I pay homage to our founder, a great son of India, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Every year we gather here and around the world on the 17th of October to celebrate and to pay a fitting tribute to Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. However, outside the realms of academia, when we speak of Sir Syed, we tend to do so with abstraction. We feel that the AMU College was the realization of his dreams. It was the pinnacle of his career. In my humble opinion, to continue this claim would be an injustice, a travesty on the memory of Sir Syed. The laying of the foundation stone was only a means to an end, and not an end in itself. His was a far-reaching mission, a self-perpetuating, ever-living, incessant dream which begins anew with every successive generation of students. The buildings of this university, glorious as they are, do not represent the realization of Sir Syed's dream. It is the students who reside therein who do so. We are aware that the AMU College was envisioned as a seed for a university, but often overlook the more pertinent statement from the same foundation address, that the students of this university shall go forth throughout the length and breadth of the land to preach the gospel of free inquiry, large-hearted tolerance, and of pure morality. This closely resembles Sir Syed's advice about Islam. Do not show the face of Islam to others. Instead, show your face as the follower of true Islam, representing character, knowledge, dignity, and tolerance. A repetition of Sir Syed's repeated quotations serve little purpose if we fail to personify the ideals which Sir Syed visualized in the students of his college. Sir Syed advocated a total institution, promising both ta'lim or education as well as tarbiyat or upbringing. Today, AMU owes its unique status as one of the world's largest residential universities to Sir Syed's keenness for students to live on campus. Sir Syed visualized the residential life as a cluster of halls, each with a dining hall, a library, a debating club, a playground, and a garden. Every student, irrespective of their caste, creed, or religion, was expected to dine together. The present system of provosts and wardens living with students dates back to a time of free and open relationship between students and teachers. Sir Syed wrote elaborately about his expectation from the students of his college, from us. He called upon his students to be punctual, to dress neatly, to be honest. He forbid them from name-calling and using abusive language, and urged them to be disciplined. He visualized the Union Club along the lines of the Cambridge Union as a platform for learned discussions on topics of general and academic interests. He instructed students to celebrate the Foundation Day with cultural gatherings and festivities. These ideals quickly became an institutional requirement, so much so that the principal's annual report of 1901 lauded a student for not only being a very fine cricketer, but also for exhibiting good behavior and honorable characteristics. This emphasis on character building through a residential life was regarded by Sir Syed as the most distinguishing feature between Aligarh and other educational institutions. Above all, it was meant to foster fellow feelings, to produce well-rounded personalities who were committed to social change, and to prepare a student for a life to be lived after leaving Aligarh. It inculcated rationality and progressivism. The students of Aligarh carry with them the stamp of their training and the impression of the man who molded them. This man was none other than Sir Syed Ahmad Khan himself. Little wonder then that the first generation of Aligarh students, such as Maulana Muhammad Ali Johar, Maulana Muhammad Ali Johar, Maulana Shaukat Ali, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, Dr. Zakir Hussain, among others, many of whom who lived here and studied here while Sir Syed lived, continue to tower over us even a century after their death. Therefore, today is as much a day of introspection as a day of celebration. In the era where the Muslim community ranks poorly in educational and socio-economic indicators, where unique challenges face the Indian nation in an increasingly globalized times, where the values of secularism, tolerance, and scientific temper are faced with an existential crisis, we, as the ambassadors of Sir Syed's vision, must mold ourselves to represent his ideals. We must recognize that an Aligarh degree is more than just a qualification, it is a responsibility. We must recognize that our education is not enough. We must spread its benefits to our own villages, towns, and cities. We must not let the innumerable sacrifices made by the students of this university during the independence movement go waste, and ensure that when history looks back to these times, the Aligarh Muslim University is found at the forefront of the Indian success story. In conclusion, for those of us who are following the path laid out by Sir Syed himself, no doubt you will go on to succeed. But for those of us who are slightly lacking, I offer the same prayers that Sir Syed offered in 1883. May God bless you with a heart that realizes the vision and a heart that realizes the purpose of his vision and his entire purpose. Thank you.